Hi guys! Sorry I'm late. I got renovation stuff happening and my electrician was here. He's still here if you hear some banging. It's a very nice gentleman named Tony upstairs making some noise. So, tonight I'm gonna make my garlic bacon chicken flatbread. Hi guys! Sorry! The electrician was just right here and I said, if you don't want to be in the internet, you better leave. And he did. Hi guys! What up, Air Keto? No vegetables tonight. All proteins. Yes, I haven't done one of these yet. I've done cook-alongs with lots of desserts, but I don't think I've ever done a one of my flatbreads before. So, this recipe is posted on my website, and if you click the link in my bio, it's the very first one. I moved it up to the top earlier today. Hello! So you can find it in print. You don't have to write down what I'm saying. But in this bowl is 6 ounces of, there's Tony, 6 ounces of mozzarella, and I'm stirring in my egg, and this flatbread. Hi, Cece! This is a little bit different than my regular fathead dough. It has Parmesan cheese in the dry ingredients, and it's the same base as my cheesy bread. So once I made this cheesy bread recipe, my chicken's still cooking. Once I made this cheesy bread recipe, I realized how easy it was to turn it into like onion rolls and cheesy bread, and then I even subbed half of the cheddar. One time I subbed half of the cheddar and added parsley and garlic and made like little cheddar buns. So this is not my original fathead recipe. It's a little bit different, but really good in my personal opinion. And sorry, I might have to nuke this again. I melted this and then there were some questions and I had to do that. So I'm just gonna microwave this for like 10 seconds. So anyways, my cheese kind of firmed up on me. Yeah, Tony did not want to be on the internet. He did not want to be in the internet. Oh, that really, really helped. This is going much better now. A little bit warmer. All right, so 6 ounces of mozzarella cheese, 1 egg, and then 3 ounces of almond flour, and then 1.5. Nope, not if you only do a little bit. That was in there for less than 10 seconds. So any longer than that, no promises. So this is 3 ounces almond flour, 1.5 ounces of Parmesan, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I don't know, I think 1.5 ounces of Parm is either 1/4 cup or 1/3 of a cup, but we can maybe measure that when the stuff is in the oven. All right, let's do this. Got my wet, got my dry, found my rolling pin. One of these days I'll have all my pieces ready. Let me turn this off. I do have my bacon cooked, that's good. Some butter melted, that's good. Hello! So I forgot to pin this too. Next time my hands are dry, I'll do that. But we are making the chicken, I think I called it, on my website, it's called like garlic chicken ranch flatbread. I picked the worst name for it, but I like all of those flavors together. I definitely just added this to the meal plan for the week. Yay! Lots of good pictures of this pizza. It photographs beautifully. Oh, and I also added a dash of garlic powder. You do not have to do that. I just, because there's going to be garlic in the sauce that I put over the chicken chunks. I just wanted to kind of sneak some garlic flavor in there all along the way. But yeah, this is the same dough that I use for those little onion rolls, cheesy bread, cheddar rolls. Made my first keto pizza last week. Life-changing, yay! I am late. What's the dry ingredients? Sorry. So everything is posted on my website. But, so don't worry about like writing this down. But I will tell you, it was 3 ounces almond flour, 1.5 ounces of Parmesan cheese, and I'll show you the kind of cheese that I use. It's just good old-fashioned grated Parmesan and only Parmesan. It's one of the cheeses I get at Trader Joe's always, because it's like, for pure Parmesan, it's so... Keto day 1, 3rd attempt. You got this. You got this. So yeah, it's one of the most affordable Parmesans, because it doesn't have any fillers. Can you use shredded Parmesan? My guess is yes. You might want to chop it up a little bit. If you're weighing it, then it doesn't matter if it's grated or shredded or sliced. But I've never tried it, so I can't tell you, I can't tell you for sure. So this dough is a little bit chunkier than Fathead too, because it's got the chunks of the Parmesan cheese in there. But I like it. I like the flavor. Oh, excuse me, sir. Someone's tired. Can use shredded. Hello? So keto day 1, 3rd attempt. What happened with your other 2 attempts? You don't have to tell me if that's too personal. Is it just like you didn't like it, or you had a hard time sticking to it? Hello. What Brandon did you say the Parmesan was? I'll show you. It is, yep, Trader Joe's. Today was my first completed week. Down a little, over 7 pounds. Wow, that's impressive. My mom is on month 2 and she just lost 7 pounds, which has every right to be totally ecstatic about. All right, gonna wash my hands. Gonna wash my hands extremely well. And gonna get some parchment. Garlic Chicken Ranch Flatbread. 7 pounds is amazing. 11 pounds in 2 weeks. That's amazing. You haven't benched in a week? Amazing. These are all amazing victories. Scale victories and non-scale victories. He does not like that sound. He got to go to the dog park for the 2nd day in a row, and it shows. Oh, he doesn't even want to be on camera anymore. All right, so let's do this. This dough, I don't know why. Regular Fathead doesn't do this to me, but this dough will puff up like a giant pita. Thank you, I'm totally motivated. Yay! I know some people say that. I don't know why. I'm doing all these lives so people know that I'm not a liar. This is what my dough looks like. I don't know why. Well, look, this one's kind of sticky. This one's being a little finicky today. This one's being a little finicky. Yeah, I don't know why. I make this dough a lot, and I do what I do, and it works out for me. Not, I mean, every single time, but this much doesn't bother me. I have a couple guesses why certain people dough are like super sticky. Maybe you're using a bigger egg. I use large eggs. I don't know. All right, so this is just gonna be a pizza. I don't care what shape it is. I don't care about it being perfect. I am kind of into the oval pizzas right now. That's what I'm going for. But since I'm not folding it or doing anything fancy like those other Danishes, I am just rolling it till it is as wide as my paper. Garlic Chicken Bacon Ranch. How long does it take? We'll find out. Oops, just put a lot of pressure on that one corner. Whoopsie daisies. To bake, I think this stays in 10-12 minutes, and then I pull it out and add all my toppings. So this dough, and actually regular fathead dough as well, needs to be pre-baked if you're using it as a pizza crust. If you don't, you will get a soggy mess. So, Barnaby, why are you so tired, grouchy today? All right, I think we're good. Not my prettiest, not my unprettiest. So there's 1,000 factors that will go into, like, how long does it take to bake this? How thin you roll it out? Does your oven heat from the top, from the bottom? Does it read hot? Does it read cold? I always give a range, and I say you can cook something a little bit longer, but you can't uncook something. So my ranges might be really annoying. Or is there a post I can check? Yes, there is a post, and it is posted on my website. So I always give a range because I'm just not sure if my baking time will be the same as your baking time. So I'm going to poke a whole bunch of holes in this. So I don't get a giant pita. She's going to post all of the ingredients on her website. I have already posted all of the ingredients on my website. The name of the post is Garlic Chicken Bacon Ranch Flatbread, and it's also linked in my bio, the very first picture. So if you click on the link underneath my face, it'll take you to all of my links, and I put this recipe all the way at the top because I knew I was going to be doing this tonight. So, I don't know, this recipe is a couple months old. This might feel like overkill, but it's not. And you can find all the flatheads, that's right. All right. We'll call her done. Take out my bacon. That's gonna kill my dog. That's gonna kill my dog. The smell of that bacon grease is going to murder my dog. All right, so I'm just going to, I know it doesn't matter because I'm baking on parchment, but you know. So the oven is already at 350. My oven heats from the top. So I kind of put mine either in the middle or on the bottom. And let's set this for 12 minutes. I do have a food scale. I love it very much. Parchment paper is the best. This is the scale I use. It's on my Amazon favorite things, and then there's a much cheaper one that I linked on there too, because you do not need to know all of that. You do not need to know all of that. LOL, look how he's looking up at the bacon. Did I call it? Was he really excited about that bacon? I will give him a piece of bacon, but not until the end, because otherwise he will be... Yeah, they're so cheap on Amazon. Scales are so cheap on Amazon. All right. So, while my flatbread is in, I can start cutting up my chicken. Do I have a cookbook? I do not. What am I making? Garlic Chicken Bacon Ranch Flatbread. That is my bad. You know what? There's still time. Yeah, same. Oh my gosh, same. same. I had one for like 10 years and I bought, did you buy this exact same scale? All right, let's do this. We'll just call it bacon chicken. Bacon, chicken, ranch, flatbread. Hello! Hello, London. And pin it. There we go. So, I was going to chop up my chicken. Something that I always do when I am putting any kind of a meat onto a pizza is pre-cook the meat. Love the nutritional info inputs. What am I drinking? Interesting story. So this recipe, I know I'm not great at it, but this recipe actually does have all of the macros on my website. Oh, Nigeria! This is awesome! So this is a tea. I haven't tried all the flavors yet, so I haven't talked about it, but this company sent me these teas for free. And they're unsweetened, and they're very good. This one says hot water soluble. Some of them say both, but this one just dissolved totally fine in cold water. So it's almost like a Crystal Light, but they're not sweetened, but I added a little sweetener. Are you going to complain about that bacon? All right, so anytime I add any kind of a meat topping to fathead dough, I always pre-cook it. Because basically what you're doing when you top the pizza and put it back in, or flatbread or whatever you're making, is you're just kind of browning it up. You're making it warm together, look nice, look good, but it's not going to be in there long enough to actually cook your chicken. Hello from Tennessee! Barnaby, you're fine. We went for walks today. Where are all my knives? We went for walks today. You went to the park today. You made a new friend today. Chicken is still hot. The chicken and the bacon both came in my butcher box, which is interesting because I was walking somebody through a butcher box order, because you can do just beef, beef and pork, a mixed box, and I said, you know, I can get, you know, free range, all natural, blah, blah, blah chicken in my area pretty cheap. I'm not going to buy the butcher box chicken. And then I got some in this month's video, and it's so good. Made your fathead dough for the first time tonight. Kid approved! Yay! Is it a keto kid or a regular kid? Ooh, this is still so hot. Okay, Barn, you're fine. Yeah, anyways, I don't know if you can see this chicken, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm just getting all my meat from them. Major fathead, regular kid, yay! A non-keto kid approving of food, amazing. Okay, so I think my recipe calls for like 8 to 10 ounces of chicken. I'm gonna put all of this chicken in because I'm the only one eating this, and it's 8 ounces, so that's perfect. So that will jive with whatever macros are listed on my website. You're fine, you can't have chicken. Everybody knows what happens to you when you eat chicken because I tell everybody about your allergies. Oh, why are you so sad? Do you need a treat? Let's see if he'll do his run thing. Okay, mommy's busy. Can they see? No! So lame. He never does anything when I'm like, watch this. Watch this. He's gonna do this. He doesn't. You can see the steam coming from the chicken as you cut it. Yeah, that's hot. I just put it on my cast iron and covered it. I was like a tiny bit worried it wasn't gonna be cooked through. But it all worked out. It's beautiful. And I only cooked it. I didn't put salt or anything on there because I'm going to toss it with some garlic butter and some ranch. I'm going to use the amount of ranch that is in my recipe, but please don't let me crash your dreams. If you want to use more ranch, I support that. When the flathead comes out, I suspect my dog has a chicken allergy too. I switched to fish, only kibble. Yeah, yep. Unfortunately, Barnaby has a well-established pattern with the chicken, so we don't give him chicken anymore. I am not going to KetoCon. It's really expensive. I would love to go. Maybe I'll go next year. Don't watch. I gotta pre-wash my ranch dish. It would be great. It would be great to go. I gave him a dental bone. I gave him my checkups. He loves these. Okay, so glad you asked. This is my favorite ranch. The Marzetti's that's refrigerated. 2 tablespoons is 1 gram of carb. I would really like to try Peace, Love, and Low Carb. She has a homemade ranch that's actually dairy-free. I would love to give it a shot. These go on sale 2 for $5 at my grocery store all the time. Is it expensive? No. Mm-mm. Oh, you're going, but it's expensive? Oh, it is expensive. Sorry, I'm like 18 sentences behind. I was like, no, it's not expensive. It's 2 for $5. But I have found that salad dressings, if they're refrigerated, they tend to be lower in carbs. Are you making the ranch with something? I am. So that's 2 tablespoons of ranch, 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. And this is what I am going to toss. I'm going to toss the chicken in this as sort of like a dressing or a sauce. I've made it both ways. I wanted to make a chicken bacon ranch. I love the flavor, those flavors together. And I did this as sort of like you would like a traditional sauce, and it wasn't as good. When you mix it all together and then put it on top, it really holds together well, and like every single surface has that nice garlic ranch flavor. So as soon as this comes out, I'll pop this in the microwave to get a little bit softer. It might be stirrable. Nah, the butter has set again. When my timer goes off and I pull the bread out, I will nuke this a little bit. Oh, actually, yeah, I want it a little liquidier. Toss the chicken in that, put it on there with some cheese and some bacon, and then pop it back in the oven. It's amazing. I made her ranch and it's delicious. Good. The longer it sits, the better. Excellent. So my plan is when I'm done with that container of dressing, dump ranch is delicious. All fresh, so use it up or it'll go to waste. Yeah, but I don't really worry about ranch going bad in my house. It's not a thing that happens. Can you hear him? What? Hey, busy. But yeah, when I go through that ranch, I'm going to make her ranch. So, when is your cookbook coming out? No plans, but I would love to have a cookbook. I would love that. That would be a dream come true. I said it once. Can you do a live cook when you make the ranch? Sure. It's not my recipe. I'll check with her first, but it's on her website. So I think if I link it to her website and don't give exact ratios, that would be... I think my non-keto family would like it too. I've had a lot of... when people make this just as cheese sticks, I've had a lot of people say that they... like, fooled non-keto people. I think it's something to do with that parm and garlic. I mean... Oh, I was going to show you my parm. No, you can't have any more. Trader Joe's Parmesan cheese. So this big tub was $4. Ingredients, Parmesan cheese. That's it. Who do we need to talk to? I mean, I'm getting a little braver and a little braver and a little bolder, a little more confident, a little less scared of myself. And when I hit like 100 recipes, I will totally start asking around and see what I need to do. I know that I couldn't self-publish. It's not... Barnaby, we just went for a walk. You're totally fine. Is it the bacon? It might be the bacon. Will you sit for Mama? Thank you. I mean, I make those kind of noises when bacon is involved too. All right. So. Ooh, that's hot. This is what it looks like. Let me turn it around. After 12 minutes. Like I said, I make this enough that I know that 12 minutes in my oven does a real good job. Oh. I'm just going to get that butter and ranch mixture a little bit liquidier to toss in my chicken. Yeah, nice and liquidy. And you know, I have a feeling, I kind of threw this together lazily one night, but I have a feeling this would be really good if you had just the butter and then a whole bunch of like ranch seasonings, but I don't have a good recipe for just the seasonings yet. I know that some people do. They have a, you know, 1 teaspoon this, 1 teaspoon that, 1 teaspoon this, 1 teaspoon that. I don't have that yet. Tossing all of my chicken together. I also usually cut it into much smaller chunks. And toss it on. Don't waste any butter or ranch. This is my pizza, so I'm gonna touch it. Yeah, I usually cut these into much smaller little pieces, but whatevs, we're live. Let's get the show on the road. And I baked this bacon. I sort of baked it like 3/4 strength. Like I usually like it a lot crispier if I'm just gonna eat it. But I knew it was gonna be going back in the oven, so I did it like, yeah, like 3/4 strength. Let's get some cheese. I'm gonna do a mixture of this Quattro Formaggio because I have it. But usually, like all those pictures, it's just mozzarella. But I feel like I've got like 2 days left on this bag, so let's make sure we don't waste food. And a little bit of mozzarella. Again, this is just for me, touching all of my food. Gonna add some more bacon because I like bacon. And then you get like layers of bacon and cheese. Bacon and cheese. You don't measure cheese, not for these particular circumstances. Do you guys want to watch me weigh cheese? Probably not. You can touch my food too. Thanks, Cece. Maybe I'll get to touch your food in real life soon. Someone's got a fancy singing show in our state. I'm going to touch your food. Might even touch your drink. Watch, I'm not going to measure this bacon either. Then you're gonna add some bacon. No, I'm joking around. Usually I do, but I'm just trying to be efficient with my time and your time. I kind of eyeballed it. All right, going back in for 5 minutes. Now, if it's if it's not done to my liking, I'm gonna cover the edges with foil and then put it back in until it's really, really pretty. We'll see what 5 minutes does. 5 minutes usually does it. Delicious. I know I'm such a rebel. I should start counting my calories though. Heather and I, my podcast partner, HB Keto, I talk about every single time. We're just talking about maintaining. I have been the same weight since January, and it doesn't bother me at all, but I started thinking about that as a failure or as a stall. And then she reminded me, that is not a stall, that is maintaining your weight, and it's something that she and I had never been able to do before. I don't think I have ever been the exact same weight for 5 months, 4 months in my life. I'm drinking some tea that these very nice people sent me. I haven't talked about it because I haven't tried them all yet, but this one's pretty good. It's kind of like an unsweet Crystal Light, and then I added a little bit of sweetener to it. I think they're really good. I've tried 2. They sent me like 10. So I will probably talk about it. But they're, like I said, I want to try them all before I talk about them. Cheesy bread versus fathead. Why cheesy bread for this one? Because I love the flavor of chicken and parm and bacon and whatever. And this recipe has parm in the dough. I just thought the flavors would go really, really well together. And then I think the first time that I did this, I made my chicken Caesar flatbread. And to me, a really good Caesar has obscene amounts of Parmesan on it. So then when I made that, I made this one, and I posted this one first, but the first one that I actually made in my own home was the Caesar, the chicken Caesar flatbread. Is it too personal to ask how much have you lost? Not at all, 120. I've lost 120 pounds, and I've got the Yoda, no, what is it? The ET body to prove it. Nope, my highest weight was 294. And I saw 174. I saw 174. So I counted it. But I've been in between like 175 to 178 for like 4 months. So I think I'm going to do, because I have been sort of lazy keto. So thank you. I've been a little bit lazy keto. Like I know the carbs that are in all of my food, but I don't measure like my heavy whipping cream in the morning, and those calories can really add up. Thank you. So I think I'm going to kind of start reining in myself starting Monday. Or you know what? I don't know, starting Monday. I have one more recipe development project this week, and that involves a lot of sampling and this and that. So thank you. I am proud of myself. Thank you. So yeah, I don't want to be too strict with myself until I get that done. And I think that's due like Friday, so maybe Saturday I'll start really. How long did it take me? It took me about 2.5 years. I lost the majority in the first year, and then this last year I was keto for a whole year, and I lost 40 pounds. So I don't have a goal weight. I have never been this small. I almost posted a picture of myself from high school the other day, because I was almost 200 pounds, but I was like pure muscle. I'm 5'7", so I'm not really tall. I wouldn't say I'm short. I would say I'm normal. But I was really like muscle. So I weigh 175 now. I don't have as much muscle. So I'm like, I feel, I don't know. I've never been this weight. I have absolutely no idea what a healthy weight is for me. So I think I'm going to set my next goal at 165 and just see how I feel. Major props to your commitment. Thanks. I'm 10 years in and no goal weight either. Goal is when you feel, but see, I feel really healthy and happy right now. I'm a 12 and like a medium, like medium tops, 12 jeans, because I got a bit of a situation, a slight donk. And I would just absolutely, I know it kind of doesn't make a difference in the grand scheme of things, but I would just absolutely love to be like a size 10 because I've never been a size 10 in my life. Your recipes are mouth-watering to cook more. I'm loving it. Just wish almond flour wasn't so expensive here. I know. I get that question all the time from people all over the world. And they say, can I make this with coconut? And I say, sure, but I don't have a lot of recipes using coconut flour because I don't really care for it. But apparently, I think Brazil might be one of those places. It's like 10 times cheaper. All right, you guys, I am going to do the thing where I cover the thing. All right, so Cheapskate McGee here, signing in, reporting for duty and reusing all my parchment paper. I am going to cover the edges. Hot. All right, come on. I'm going to cover the edges and put it back in. Wow. Whoa. Cover the edges. Oh my word, Emily. To get this a little bit bubblier. I think this is why I always end up doing this with foil. Because parchment scoots around a lot. And I don't want to use foil just for this. Let's see. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. All right, actually, I have a beautiful picture on my website, so this can be kind of fug. I'm going to cover all of this, and I'm going to leave this so you can see the difference. I lost 73 pounds on low carb, doing keto now. It's really, really similar, just a lower carb, am I correct? Seems grainy. Oh yeah, I actually don't like Trader Joe's almond flour either. I always buy Kirkland brand. I have linked this as well. It's cheaper in the stores, but I linked it on Amazon so people could get like, see the picture and the numbers and see the nutrition labels and everything. Okay, so this is going to be gorgeous. And then this is gonna get a little more brown so you can see where I am coming from with this strategy. And this should only take like 2 or 3 more minutes. Now I'm putting her on the top rack. Yes, you're correct. I tried a few same recipes with coconut and almond coconut for sweets, not for the salty ones. I agree. You know, it's really funny. I should keep showing this tea. I don't want to okay, it's this tea. I've only had this flavor and one other flavor. They were kind enough to send this to me for free. I haven't talked about it yet because I want to, you know, try more than 2, but they're great. I mean, it says like beauty elixir. I'm down. Yeah, hibiscus beauty elixir. Fantastic. Calorie free. Hibiscus mint licorice root. Nothing else. And I did add a packet of Truvia to it. Knock it off. Blanched almond flour, I believe, is even preferred because it gets rid of the shell. No, no caffeine. Triple screened for pesticides, you guys. Easy, exquisite flavor every time. No steeping needed. So it says crystals, but they really are like these little packets. I mean, I am impressed, but I still have this many to go through to try before I talk about it. I always like to try to say thank you when I get something sent to me to try, but if I don't like something, I just don't talk about it because I don't think it's necessary. My personal opinion. I feel very comfortable saying I like this, I like that. I don't personally feel comfortable saying I didn't like it. Because, 8 out of 10 people could absolutely love that. And if I didn't, it's almost like if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I do like this. I just haven't tried them all yet. I appreciate that you don't use coconut flour often because I'm allergic and everyone seems to use it. I agree. I can cook in coconut oil, like refined organic coconut oil, and not really taste the coconut. So I'm not someone who hates it and I'm super sensitive to it. I actually like real coconut a lot. I just don't like coconut flour. I don't know what it is. And people say that it's like lower in carbs, but it's the coconut flour that I have tried is not, especially because this almond flour has 2 net carbs per ounce. So what is that, like 1 per tablespoon? It's pretty low. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I cook, I put pictures online of food that I actually make and that I eat. So that is why you don't see a lot of coconut flour stuff, because I don't make anything with coconut flour. Do you ever drink Crystal Light? So I used to drink so much of it, but now that I don't have as much aspartame or saccharin or whatever it's sweetened with, I get a headache. I have been, oh good, blanched almond flour is cheaper. I did not know that. Since I'm mostly on Truvia, like stevia blends, I haven't had a lot of aspartame, and I think that's what Crystal Light's sweetened with. Hang on, I still have some somewhere. But I tried some the other day and I got the most wicked headache. Have you ever made pasta with almond flour? I have. You should do a deep dive on my page. I made ravioli with fathead dough. It was great. It was really good, I'm not gonna lie. I made the filling out of shredded chicken and ricotta cheese, I think, to make kind of like try to make like a paste, and garlic. And I egg washed. What drinks do you usually drink? Coffee. Coffee, all the coffees, and then maybe some water. Like every 4 days I'll have like a sip of water. Mostly coffee. Today I went from morning hot coffee to afternoon iced coffee. But then, it's 7, so I switched to non-caffeinated. Let's check on her. I'm gonna do something a little risky. Don't let me forget I just turned the broiler on. Don't let me forget. I literally want to leave this in here for like 30 seconds. Someone start the countdown. I just want it to be a little bubblier coffee. I drink coffee. All kinds of coffee. I like all coffee. I like regular coffee. I like decaf coffee. Listen to this. I love you. You're the light of my life. But you gotta hush. You have everything you need in the whole world. No! 30 seconds away. 30 seconds away. 20 more seconds away. We're 20 seconds away from a really pretty flathead. Flathead. Flatbread. Fathead flatbread. It's a flathead. I do not intermittent fast. I can't do it. It turns on my snack attacks. Yay! Thanks, guys! Whoopsies! I pulled this piece of paper off. 20 more seconds. He does want the spotlight. He's a little diva. What's the dude name for a diva? Are you a Devo? You know what he really wants? Bacon. He wants bacon. He smelled the bacon. I knew it was going to be an issue. He did get a little bit of bacon. All right, good enough. Good to know you can put a hot thing on there. So I didn't leave it in there long enough to make a big difference. But sometimes the outer crust gets a little too dark for my liking. So here she is. Not my prettiest work. I didn't pre-chop any of the ingredients very well. So we got a lot of chunks going on, but it's gonna taste really good. Oh yeah. I don't know why I really like just a tiny bit. Like garlic and parsley go really well together. Just the tiniest bit of freeze-dried parsley. Garlic and parsley. Smells so good. Now, when I cut this, it's still going to be very soft. I would let this cool for maybe five or six more minutes before I cut into it, because it's still going to be pretty not holdable. But as soon as it cools enough, you can hold this like a regular pizza. Now the macros that I have listed on my website are for 1/3. So that's a lot. I usually do 8 pieces. I don't know why I did the macros for 1/3. Maybe I ate 1/3 of a pizza that night. See, that would be perfect with some artichoke heart. It would. I'm gonna do a spinach dip. I'm gonna do a spinach dip flatbread with a little bit of crispy prosciutto on it. I made this for my non-keto friends when we had dinner. Oh, yay! Oh, that's great. Barnaby and your dog are the same. Yeah. He hears me talking to someone else. Oh, yay! Oh, thanks. Oh, there's... Cookbook is like a dream. It's not... I have no plans. All right, so let's do funky style. Not quite 1/3. A little more than 1/3, perhaps. Barnaby! I just want to warn you, it's probably going to be floppy because it's still pretty warm. Just have to say, I didn't do it wrong. This is just what happens. All right, thanks for joining me. This will be up for 24 hours, and then I will save it to YouTube. I'm still planning on doing 2 of these a week, so my next one will be a dessert on Friday, like a brunch sort of dessert. Now I gotta get this cutter thing. Is it linked on Amazon? It is. The one that I have linked on Amazon has a black top, but it's the exact same thing. This one was like, for some reason, twice as much as the one that I linked on Amazon. And the one that I linked on Amazon had better reviews. And I'm like, well, if it's cheaper than the one that I love and has better reviews than the one that I love, I'm gonna link it. Yay, thanks. Bunny hops. I had to drop keto because of a rash. Oof. Made the fathead dough. Bear claws next week. Yay. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm going to take my Devo for a walk. Barnabas, why are you being such a pest? All right, thank you, guys. Probably Friday. I'm going to do dessert probably Friday.